Hello guys, so this is your Sir Ariel again and welcome to another video lecture. And for this video, we are going to discuss another application of differentiation or derivatives, which is we're going to deal with the maxima and minima. Okay, so in the previous discussions, we have discussed or determined the maximum or minimum value of a function using differentiation. For this naman class, we are going to apply differentiation now into real life situations. Okay, so medyo i-explore na natin yung application ni differentiation outside the box, yung pang outside, yung pang real life situation na. So what are this class? For the maxima and minima, we are going to determine, kumbaga, the best way to accomplish a certain task. Yung time or what is the minimum time or the maximum time to make a certain journey. Okay? Another one is to determine the minimum cost for doing a task and a maximum power that can be generated from a device and many more. Okay? So, yun yung i-explain natin dito sa maxima and minima problems. And merong 5 steps dito. Okay? This is our guide to solve, okay, the problem. So, una daw class, lagay dito is draw a figure when necessary and denote the variable quantities by x, y, and z or etc. And etc. Okay? Then, decide what quantity needs to be maximized or minimized. Anyway, nakikita yan sa problem. Okay, so what is the value of blank to be maximized or what is the value of blank to be minimized? So yun yung gagawan mo mamaya ng equation. So write an expression for the quantity to be maximized or minimized in terms of only one variable. And then find the first derivative of the function and set to 0. So why? Kasi the roots of the resulting equation are the critical numbers which will give the desired maximum or minimum value of the function. And then lastly, we are now going to solve what is asked in the problem. Okay? So ito yung magiging guide natin to solve maxima and minima problems. Okay, we have examples here. Okay, example number 1 tayo. Find the positive numbers that satisfy the given requirements. So, two positive numbers daw class, there are two positive numbers, okay, wherein the product of the two numbers is 185 and the sum is minimum. So, yung unang step natin is, yon, either draw or denote, okay, yung mga given natin to x, y, and z. So, first class is there are two numbers daw. So, positive ha. So, gawin natin class na first. Okay, let x be the first positive number. Okay, be the first positive, okay, number. And then let y be the second positive number. And then, of course, P is the product. Okay, P, the product. Taas ko to Okay, we have P is the product. Okay, i-denote natin yan. And then, the sum, S is the sum. Wherein, yung sum natin class, this is the quantity to minimize. Tama? That is the quantity to minimize. Okay, number 2. Ano yung step 2 natin? Create an expression. So, unahin mo class kung ano yung i-minimize mo, which is the sum. The sum is minimum. So, sum means x plus y. Tama ba? Okay. Pagkatapos nun, ang sabi dun is, write an expression for the quantity to be maximized or minimized. So, ang i-minimize natin is the sum. And in terms of only one variable. So, ang problema natin dito is, there are two variables which is the x and y. Gawin natin siyang isang variable lang. Babalik ka ngayon dun sa given sa problem. Ano yung given sa problem class? The product of the two numbers, okay, is 185. So the product daw is 185. Okay, 185. And ano ang formula ng product class? Di ba that is x times y. So yung product daw nung dalawang numbers class is 185. So gawin ko tong one variable class in terms of this. Okay, kukuha tayo dito. So, pwede kong gawin class na si y is equal to 185 all over x. Tama ba? Okay. Then, bumalik ka ngayon doon sa i-minimize natin. Palitan na natin si y in terms of x. So, sum now class is equal to x plus si y is 185 all over x. Isang variable na lang ba siya? Yes. Okay? And then ano yung sabi natin? Pag naset na natin to one variable, find the first derivative of the function and set to 0. Okay? So, first derivative is now, okay, derivative of your sum with respect to x is equal to, derivative ni x is 1, plus derivative ni 185 all over x, applying quotient rule, okay, magiging x squared sa denominator. So, sa numerator, law times derivative ni high is 0. So, cancel na yung 0 na yon. Minus high, derivative ni law. So, 185 times derivative ni x is 1. So, 185. So, that is negative 185. So, set to 0. So, magiging 0 equals 1 minus 185 all over x squared. And then, after setting it to 0, find the roots of the, set to 0, and then we now solve for the critical numbers. So, by getting the roots. So, gawin ko muna class is, ayusin ko siya. Pwede ko siguro munang i-multiply lahat by x squared para matanggal tong denominator dito. Then, it will give us, dito na lang sa right ha. Okay, tuloy natin doon. Okay? So, magiging x squared times 0, that is 0, equals x squared times 1, that is x squared, and then x squared times negative 185 all over x squared, na-cancel sa x squared, it will give you negative 185. Tama ba? Okay? And then, if ayusin natin, that is x squared equals 185, then, kunin natin yung value ni x, square root, cancel, x is now equal to your 185. So, meron na tayong value ni x which is equal to the square root of 185. So, ano ngayon ang value ni y? Kasi, di ba, we are solving for the value of x and y. So, ito class, diba meron kang y, that is, y is equal to 185 all over x. So, we just substitute. So, y now is equal to 185 all over x is 185. So, pag divide ko itong dalawa class, that will give us also square root of 185. Okay? So, the values of x and y, okay, so the value of x is square root of 185, and the value of y is the square root of 185. Okay, i-double check natin class. Anong sabi? The product of the two daw class is 185. Check natin. Square root of 185 times square root of 185. Di ba makancel lang sa square root and it will give us 185. So, sakto lang siya. Ito yung sagot natin. Okay? So, let's have another example. This one. Ito, meron tayong box dito. So, disregard this box muna dito. Tanggalin ko muna. Sige, dati na lang doon. Okay. Wag mo nyo munang pagkialaman yung box dito sa right. Basahin natin yung problem. A rectangular piece of tin, 8 centimeters by 5 centimeters seam. Okay? Meron tayong, yung alam nyo yung parang a metal sheet. Okay? There's a metal sheet or, yeah, that is, palitan ko yung yung color. Okay? So, there's a metal sheet class that is 8 centimeters by 5 centimeters. So, assuming this is 8 centimeters and this is 5 centimeters. Diba yun sabi natin kanina, you have to draw first. That is, Then, an open box is to be made. So, gagawa tayo ng open box. So, katulad nung nasa right, open box is to be made by cutting equal squares out of the corners. So, para ma-fold natin yan, class, magtatanggal tayo ng equal squares dito sa corners. So, tatanggalin yan para ma-fold natin yan mamaya pataas para makabuo tayo ng open box. Okay? What should be the edge of each square for the box to have a maximum volume? And find also the maximum volume. So, ano daw yung edge ng each square na tatanggalin natin? So, pwede tayong mag-assume sa din sa square. So, ang magiging pwede tayong mag-assume, ilagay natin is x. Okay? Yung dimension ng ikakat natin. So, since it's square, that is also x, x, x. Tama ba? So, this is x, this is x, this is x, this is x. So, x, 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 x. Kasi pare-parehas sila, di ba? So, that is the dimension. Now, so what is the question? What should be the edge? So, hanapin natin yung value ni x. And at the same time, what is the volume? The maximum volume. So, ang ima-maximize natin. So, first, ito, di ba, na-draw na natin. Ano yung second? Determine what is to be maximized or minimized. So, ang sabi dito is the volume. Okay? And what is the formula of a volume of a box? Diba? That is length times width times height. Ang problema natin, there are 3 variables. So, ang kailangan natin dyan is dapat gawin natin siyang isang variable lang. Now, class, pag tinanggal tong mga x na to, pag finold natin, 'di ba ito, so ibig sabihin ang maging total length nito, 'di ba, ang bale pag ito flinip ko to pataas, pag flinip ko to, mawawala to, 'di ba? Ito mawawala to kasi flinip natin, pinatayo natin siya. So from the original 5 cm, magbabawas tayo ng 2x, so minus 2x. Same true here, class, dito sa length niya, from 8 centimeters, since if i-flip natin tong x mamaya, para height niya, magbabawas ulit tayo ng 2x. So, minus 2x. And then, yung height niya mamaya, class, that is x. Kaya, siya yan. Okay? Ito yung magiging, pag flip na natin, ito na yung magiging itsura ng box natin. And so, with the dimensions. Okay? So, 8 minus 2x kasi tinanggal natin yung dalawang square. So, 2x ang tinanggal natin kasi binaliktad natin siya, pinatayo natin siya para maka-form tayo ng box. Okay? So, ang bagong dimensions natin is the length now is equal to 8 minus 2x. The width is 5 minus 2x. And the height is x. Tama? So, pwede natin siyang gawin na dito, class. Okay? So, volume now is length. What is the length? 8 minus 2x. Width, that is 5 minus 2x. And then the height, that is x. Okay? And then, gawin mo is, i-multiply natin siya. Okay? So, ano yung pinag-solve ko dito? Wait lang. 10 minus 2x. Ayusin ko lang ha, para maayos yung sa calculator natin. Okay, we multiply all. So, magiging, pwede kong gawing 16x. Wait. Okay. So, 5 minus 2x. I-multiply ko si x dito. Okay? So, volume. Ba't siya nag-move? Wait, class. Nag-move yung ating video. Okay. So, i-arrange ko siya. Volume is equal to 8 minus 2x. And then, 5 times x, 5x minus 2x squared. Okay? Or, ang gawin nyo is, ipag-multiplyin nyo muna silang lahat and then i-derive nyo or itong x, i-distribute mo. Basta ang mangyayari dito is, i-simplify mo to, then you derive. Basta kunin mo yung kanyang first derivative. Then after simplifying which, pwede kong i-apply ang product rule dito pag kinuha ko ang kanyang first derivative. Okay? Derivative of the volume with respect to your x. So ito magiging u ko, ito magiging v ko. So u is 8 minus 2x times the derivative of v. So that is 5x. So 5 minus 2x squared minus 4x. Tama ba? Okay, plus v. So that is 5x minus 2x squared times the derivative of u is 8 minus 2x. 8 is 0. Negative 2x is negative 2. And then, if we simplify that one class, that will give us it's negative 2. So 40, okay, 8 times 5 is 40. 8 minus 4x, that is 8, 16, 32, negative 32x. And then negative 2x times 5, that is negative 10x. And then negative 2x times negative 4x, that is plus 8x squared. Tama ba? And then 5x times negative 2, that is negative 10x. And then negative 2x squared times negative 2, that is positive 4x squared, plus 4x squared. Okay? And then, if we are going to simplify it and then equate it to 0. Okay? So, 0 equals negative 32, x squared muna. 8x squared plus 4x squared, well, that is 12x squared. Then, negative 32x minus 10x minus 10x. So, negative 52x. And then, 40. Okay? Plus 40. And then ang common sa kanila is I can bring out 4. Tama ba? So, 4 times 12 divided by 4 is 3x squared. Minus 52 divided by 4 is 13. So, 13x and then 40 divided by 4 is 10. Okay? Dito ko na sa right ilagay ang 0. After which, kunin natin ang mga values ni x. So, pag i-multiply ko lahat by 1/4, mawawala na si 4. Ang maiiwan na lang is 3x squared minus 13x plus 10 equals 0. And that is equal to 3x minus 10 times x minus 1 equals 0. Or if you are going to use your calculator class, it will give us x is equal to 10 all over 3 and x is equal to 1. So, ang problema dito is, meron tayong two values of x. Okay, ngayon, hindi pwedeng tong two values of x ang sagot. You have to check class, i-check mo kung tutugma ba siya dun sa length, width, at saka height natin. So, i-verify natin. At x is equal to 10 all over 3. Ano yung nakalagay kanina dun, class? Ang length na, di ba, ang length natin is 8 minus 2x. Okay? So, length is equal to 8 minus 2x. Then, length now is equal to 8 minus 2 times 10 all over 3. And that will give us 4 over 3. Okay pa yan. May dimension naman na 4/3. Ang width natin is 5 minus 2x. Diba? So, 5 minus 2x and that is equal to 5 minus 2 times kung ang x natin ay 10 all over 3, that will give us negative 5/3. Class, now, meron bang negative na dimension? Okay? So, that is not possible. And if it is not possible, therefore, class, itong value ni x na 10 all over 3, this is not acceptable. Okay? So, mag-stop ka na dyan. So, meron pa namang isang value ni x, which is your 1. Okay? So, if x naman at x is equal to 1, ang length natin is 8 minus 2x. So, length is 8 minus 2 times 1. That will give us 6 centimeters. Okay? Ang width natin is 5 minus 2x. So, that is 5 minus 2 times 1. And that will give us 3 centimeters. Okay? And then the height is equal to x and that is equal to 1 centimeter. So, ang dimensions natin, we have length 6, width 3, and height is 1. Now, what is the question in the problem also? Find also the maximum volume. So what is the formula for the volume? We have the length, width, and height. Multiply mo yon. So volume now class is length times width times height. So that is equal to 6 times 3 times 1. And that is equal to 18 cubic centimeters. Okay? So, more examples sa ating next video.